realize it seems like I just did one of these videos. It's because I did just do one of these types of videos, but I've been inspired because book banning is back in the news, and it's something that evidently people are doing, which completely confuses me. In my head, defeats the purpose, because then you have people like me who want to buy and read those banned books. So I thought I would do what I'm good at, go to some Goodwills, do some thrift shopping, see if I can track down some of the books from the banned list or most banned list. I use the ALA to kind of gauge which books tend to be the most controversial over the years. I have somewhat of a list that I'm gonna see if I can find some of in the Goodwill. It's actually a new Goodwill. I've never been to this one before, so hopefully they've got some fresh stock for me to check out. I'm also gonna do a video where I read the books themselves and give you guys my thoughts on the reasons why they're being banned. I don't even know if it's quotes, banned, just straight banned, or have had people try to ban them in the past, because yeah, to me it feels a little bit like either they haven't read the book or understand the purpose of the book or the meaning of the book, the themes of the book. I don't know, but I'm gonna go ahead and head inside and see if I can find any of the books so that I can purchase them, take them home, and read them. Okay, I found one book, Animal Farm. And they have a couple other in here, like The Great Gatsby, but I actually have this at home, so I don't need that. It's the only one I really see, though. Okay, I got one book, which was Animal Farm. They didn't have a ton of books there, so I am gonna try and go somewhere else. I'm not super familiar with this area, so I don't know which shops or thrift stores have books, so I'm just winging it. We're gonna see what we find. But I got one book, so I feel pretty good about that, but not a ton of footage just because they didn't have a ton of books for me to film. Okay, so I'm doing a random detour because there's a Home Goods here and I need to buy Buddy a new blanket because he tore it up, and possibly a new dog bed. So I figured I'd just stop in here really quick and grab them. But I just picked up 2 books from that last place I was. It was such a cute thrift store. The books were 50 cents a piece. So it really doesn't get that much better. I don't know why I'm just standing here. I guess I could start walking Home Goods. Very exciting. So I got 2 books there. So I'll have to show you guys what I got when I get home. But like I said, I'm detouring into Home Goods right now. This is so cute, but Buddy's way too big for this. Maybe something like this. So this is my last stop for today. There is another thrift store right here that I'm gonna pop into and see what they've got. And yeah, I mean, I honestly have so much reading to do and plenty of books. I'm just gonna look because I can, and it wasn't too far from where I was. So let's go ahead and head inside. Oh, buddy, what is that? Is that for you? Yeah, okay, let's flip it over so you can check it out for your crate. Do you like it? Do you like it? That's nice. That's part 1 of 2. What is this? What else did Mommy get for you? Is this for you? Is this for you? Oh, that's nice, huh, buddy? Is that nice? Oh, it makes you sleepy? You're all tucked in? I know you guys are used to seeing me here because this is usually like the beauty breakdown setup. I just filmed a video on the beauty breakdown, and I'm obviously home from my book shopping escapades earlier. So I want to share with you guys really quickly what I picked up from the thrift shops that I went to, as well as some of the other options that I have for reading some banned books. I decided I want to get your opinions on the books that I read because I'm momentarily, I'm not going to read all of these because I want to make a video discussing like my thoughts on why these books were banned. So I want you guys to like pick your top 3 is what I'm thinking. And then I'll do a video, I'll read them, and I'll share with you guys my thoughts. And if, you know, the complaints are reasonable, most likely they're not. Let's go ahead and start off with the books that I picked up today. So the first place that I went to was a Goodwill. I always have luck at Goodwill. So I found this, which is Animal Farm by George Orwell. Now, I've actually read this before, but I read it on my Kindle, and I decided it would be kind of nice to have a physical copy. It was from Goodwill, so it was like $1, and I love old copy of books, so I just like, you know, I'm a sucker for like a little tattered page or whatnot. But yeah, so I picked this up. I'm actually willing to reread this book for the video that I plan on doing because it is a very, I think it's a very relevant book to what's going on right now in the social climate, if you want to call it that, in the world. And so I know this is a book that's always controversial because of the topics discussed. And when I read it last time, I just kind of read it for the entertainment value, and like I'm willing to, like I said, reread this and look at it more analytically because I did not necessarily do that last time I read this, and I read this last year. So this is what I found at the Goodwill, the first one that I went to, and to be honest, there wasn't a ton of books to pick from, so I was even surprised I found this one. I almost went there and was like, yeesh, this might be a bust, but had a little luck there. Then I moved on to I believe it's like a thrift store that donates the proceeds to a women's shelter. So I found these 2 books. Again, not a ton of selection, but enough for me to find these 2 books. So I was excited about it because, again, I'm not actually being sarcastic. I know it sounds like I'm being sarcastic. I do actually love like tattered old copies of books, and I love well-loved books. And this one I was really excited about, The Scarlet Letter by Nathaniel Hawthorne, because this must have been, I'm gonna assume, someone's like school copy because there's notes in here, there's writing, like, oh, the pages smell old. So I love that. There's highlighter. I can't wait to read like their notes as I read along. I've never read The Scarlet Letter, so look at this cover. Isn't that so cool? It's actually, I'm looking at it, a Signet Classic copy, which this one is also from Animal Farm, so look at it. They go so nicely together. Then I got Night by Ellie Wisell. I have not read this book since I was a kid. I have read this book, I want to say, probably like 7th or 8th grade, and I have not read it since. I know it does have to do with the Holocaust, so obviously that's probably why it was controversial. I would love to read this one. That one's another option. Again, 50 cents, so I feel like that is going to be something I am going to read, if not for this video, but in the future. So The next couple of books are books that I actually already had, so I wanted to share them with you guys because, again, I wanted to get your general consensus on the books that I should read and like your guys' thoughts in general, is like prepping me before I read these, maybe things I should look out for. So the first one is The Great Gatsby. Look at this pretty copy. I got this from BookOutlet. They have all of these, what are these called? Paper Mill Press, like classics. And so I've never read The Great Gatsby. It was never required reading in my school, so this one would be like something I would like to read as well. Then I have Catcher in the Rye, which is by J.D. Salinger. I've never, actually, Pocketful of Rye, I think is what I read. I always get those two mixed up, but even then, I have not read, if I have read this book, I clearly don't remember it. This one I believe was another book I got from BookOutlet. It's like a pretty cool cover. So yeah, this would be another one that would be an option. I have actually no idea, sad to say, what this is about, which might be a good thing. I've got 1984 by George Orwell. This was a Goodwill find for me a couple months ago. I have read 1984 and obviously haven't read it in a while. I know I read this in, I believe, 7th grade, and I remember really liking it. So this, all along with Fahrenheit 451, I remember being like, these are good. And then a book that I've actually already finished, but I wanted to share with you guys because this will be a book that I do discuss, is Brave New World. This was another Goodwill find that I picked up probably like a year ago. And this one I really like because it's actually a Brave New World and Brave New World Revisited. So I've read the actual Brave New World, and now the last half of the book is actually the author's thoughts on some of the topics that are discussed, the themes and messaging, and kind of his solutions towards, the different topics he discussed, like overpopulation, quantity, quality, morality, brainwashing. So I'm actually, I finished the book itself, but I am still working on like the author's afterthoughts that he wrote post-writing the book. So anyways, guys, those are the books that I picked up today, along with some of the other book options that I wanted to share with you guys for me reading some banned books. I am super excited to get this video underway, and I will just look at the comment section down below to get your guys' feedback on what your guys' thoughts are on the books in general, books that I should read. Like I said, I think I'm gonna read 3 of them, maybe 4. So if you guys want to pick like 2 or 3 of your top picks down below, let me know. This is gonna be like a communal video, so I'm really excited for this. As always, I hope you guys are happy and healthy, and don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, share with your friends and family, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.